Hey, what's up guys? Houston here. Hey, for those of you that's looking to try to get a car under your business name, I'm gonna show you all a new strategy, okay? And the reason is because I'm looking for a new, this is the Silverado trackway, and so they want 64 here. Now I know I got to go over to Arizona, but this is nice. What do you guys think? I got to go over to Arizona, and it's a Duramax. So I got to go over to Arizona to travel over to Arizona. So I'm gonna compare prices here versus Arizona. But I like this here color here. So, but here's the thing about it. Like a lot of people right now, it's hard for them to get financing. This has the bed liner, and this one has the bed liner, but I like the flakes on this. You all probably can't. It has that metallic look. So this one doesn't have the metallic look, but I like the blue on it. And this here is 60,000, so it's almost about $4,000 or $5,000 less. Okay. And so I'm pretty sure they have some incentives as well. But what I'm going to do before I actually pull the trigger on what it is I want, I'm just doing a comparative pricing. This is the Z71. And this is 57. So, okay. All right. So this is a good deal here. This is a good deal here. So I like this one. But what I was telling you guys, a lot of people are having challenges getting financing, right? But here's a hack. What I've been doing is I'll either go get a 0% credit card, and I'll tell you which ones I actually got that give you a larger limit. And one of them, you all will be surprised, and you'll understand why I actually did it. Well, this is the 3500 HD. I'm not a guy that's going to be doing a whole lot of pulling, so this one isn't for me. But this here, Z71 here, this is the Trail Boss. So this one will probably be something that I'll consider. All right. Now, that being said, as I was saying, here's something that you all really should consider. Instead of getting a car loan, getting a line of credit or a business line of credit. And here's the reason why. I made a video and I was explaining to you guys, oh, this is 64, and that's the double dually. So if you're hot-shotting, this is the truck you want. It is nice too. It's 64. So that ain't bad. The double tires, metallic. This isn't bad at all. Like I say, if I wanted to start a thing hot shot, this is the truck that I would definitely get. All right. And the good thing about it, it already comes with the tow hitch. So that's a plus. Yeah. Because my son is graduating this year. He's like, Dad, give me a truck. Dad, give me a truck. I ain't getting him a truck. I'll get me a truck and let him drive it. That sounds selfish, don't it? But nonetheless, this is 43. This is the Chevy Colorado. Now this is nice. Now this is more of my style. It isn't too big, but it's real nice. So that being said, going back to why I would get a line of credit versus a car loan. Now granted, some car lots are, there right now is like 0.9. Some of them are actually offering 0. I'm doing wonderful.
Fantastic.
I'm doing a price comparison because I'm looking for a truck, but I'm trying to see if it's better to buy it here or in Arizona. So that's what I'm doing.
Here's one thing that you got to look for. We sell it at MSRP, which is from the manufacturer. So we don't upcharge anything, no dealer markup here. We only go off of MSRP. If Arizona's going to have the same MSRP, or they should.
Okay.
And here's the other thing that you have to look for. Make sure the one that you buy in Arizona has the code YF5 is what we use for most of our smog here in California.
Really?
If you don't have the California emissions, you can't register it in California until after it has 7,500 miles.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
So if you're going to go out of state to purchase a vehicle, make sure it has that stuff, or else you cannot get registration here.
Okay.
Trying to save you some money.
I appreciate
Because
that.
it's a pain. I had a guy last year, drove all the way to Texas, brought a truck back here, and then he couldn't get it registered in California. And they promised him the world in Texas.
Wow.
So just caution yourself. But we are a dealership here, only charge MSRP. Plus tax and license, of course, because if you're in the great state of California, you have to pay taxes.
Yeah, of course. Of course, they ain't letting us.
Taxes and death, that's the two things that you have to do.
Yeah. That's definitely true.
They tax you at death as well.
Exactly.
Anything else I can show you?
No, I'm just looking around because I looking at different options and stuff.
Yes, sir.
And some of the things about it, like in terms of your financing, what are you all offering on financing with 800
anything.
credit score?
So we don't finance anything. So
Okay.
That's a misconception. A dealership, we don't hold contracts for anything. We send it to banks. So whatever the bank's going to charge you, that's on the bank. That's not us.
Okay.
We get paid on purchase price, which is that right there, sir.
Okay.
So whatever bank's going to charge you with interest, that's what they get to make, not us.
Okay.
And so we have about 30 different banks that we go through. Send it to them and let's see what they have to say. Whatever be careful out there, people. Whatever the interest rate is, that, like I said, that's on them.
Now, is this your out the door? Or
No,
do you
sir.
still have incentives?
You have to pay tax and license in California.
Right.
And then each model, some of the models have rebates as well. That gets after the fact. California, you have to pay tax on the whole amount.
Okay.
Not the rebated part. Rebates come after tax here.
Okay, got it.
So just like a coupon at the store.
Right.
You know, you ring it through the register and then they apply the coupon afterwards.
Got
Same
it.
situation.
Okay.
So different models and different configurations in those models have different rebates.
All right.
So for instance, like the 1500 Silverado, the one that's over on the first
Yeah,
one.
I was looking at.
They have different rebates for the 2.7 4-cylinder opposed to the 5.3 V8 or the 3.0 diesel.
Okay.
So it just depends which one it is.
All right.
Which one you pick, we put that VIN number in, and Chevrolet tells us what rebates are going to be afforded to you.
Okay.
What's your name, sir?
Houston, just
Houston,
like
I'm Carl.
Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas. That's the place. Remember, I told you Texas.
Yep.
They tried to do that guy. My name is Carl. Anything else
Carl.
I can show you, sir?
All right. No, what I was gonna do, I was gonna take a look at some more of your trucks.
Okay. Now trucks are when you go over here on this side. And if you want to go by yourself, you're more than help. They go all the way down, and then they circle around and go along the fence on the by the highway.
Okay.
And then we have Colorados and we have Blazers. A bunch of other stuff over there as well.
Okay.
Houston, if you need anything else, my name is Carl. Come in and chat with me.
All right. Hey, Carl,
Have a
what
blessed day,
happened
sir.
the other night? I seen 2 cops on the lot. Did they have a body in the car, or you don't know about it?
No, don't pay attention.
Yeah, we were driving by, and my son like, Dad, they got
Well,
a
I'm sure
body
they
in the
didn't have
car.
a body in the car because all of our cars are locked.
Yeah.
So nothing is left unlocked, so nobody can get in there without one of us.
So
going
it
out
must have
helping.
been the cops just pulled somebody
You
over and it's
never
in
know.
the. Yeah, huh?
I try to stay away where I don't have any interaction.
I see. I appreciate it, Carl.
You bet, sir. Have a great day.
All right, thank you. Thanks for the information too.
Yes, sir.
Now, guys, that's what you talk about, a good person that cares about selling you a car. Okay, because they are very, very upfront, telling you no fluff or whatever. That's the type of stuff you want to look for. Now, back to what I was saying. Even though, like like he said, that the car dealership doesn't offer financing, it's all up to the bank, right? Now, here's the interesting thing about it. Some of these car dealerships, they're starting to offer 0% financing. Now, let's think about this. You have 0% financing, okay, on a car loan. Now, that's a very good deal. But here's the thing about it. If you're doing dollar for dollar, once you pay the car off, that's all you have. You don't have any more money coming back in. However, here's the thing that I would look at. Now, this Chevy is nice here. Here's the thing that I would look at. I would rather go get a line of credit for $50,000 or $100,000, and yes, you can do with the right paperwork. Many people that are small business owners, they just don't have the right paperwork. As a matter of fact, Credit Plug had touched on that as well. Shout out to Credit Plug, because I do appreciate that brother. He does a lot of good work in our community, just as well as JT. So, you know, shout out to them. Now, that being said, like, this is 45, it's reduced. So you probably can get a better reduction on it. Now, here's the interesting thing about it. I would rather go get $50,000, $100,000 line of credit. The reason is I'd rather buy it with cash with that line of credit is because once I make that payment on the line of credit, I'm able to use that money right back right away, right? So that's the reason that I continue telling people you have to do it in strategy style. Yeah, 0% financing is great. That's crazy great, you know. But at the same time, you paying out that $600, $700, $800 car payment, but then you don't have that money no more. You don't want to do that. I don't care if it is on 0%. Get the line of credit. That way, that $600, $700, $800 that you're paying it back toward that line of credit that you can use again. Now, once you done paid this here truck off with that line of credit, okay, here's what you can do. Because I know people want to, and then you can transfer the truck over to the business. That's one thing, all right? Now, here's another step to that, so that you all know, dang, this metallic is nice. This is the AT4 at that. This is the GMC side, all right? I like GMC better than I like Chevy. That's my thing about it. I do like GMC better than Chevy. In the comments, let me know if you're a GMC person or a Chevy person. I know some people like Toyota and Tundra, but hey, I'm from the South. You know, it always was our thing, you know, and it's a Duramax. So you got the turbo diesel on there. Nice. This is nice here. All right. Now this is ZR2. You talking about speed? That's what you want. 6.2L, 6.2 liters. Now, going back to what I said, when you buy that vehicle, okay? When you buy that vehicle, since you have title, you can take that title and then use it and go get a title loan. All right. Now, people are like, wait a minute, Houston, isn't that giving you a higher interest rate on the title loan? Absolutely, it is. But here's the thing about it. Now you don't use one vehicle, and you can buy multiple vehicles. Taking that title loan, go buy another vehicle, paying that title loan off, buy another brand new vehicle, and there you go. So now you can have a fleet of vehicles where you haven't even touched your personal credit, right? Like some title loans, they would avoid doing a hard pull on your credit. That's the thing about it. This is the Trail Boss. I like this one. I like the Trail Boss. You know, I'm getting away from the SUVs and stuff like that. I'm really looking for a truck, all right? That being said, like I said, this is how you strategize. Now, who would you go to? Who would you actually go to in terms of getting the best 0% credit cards or interest line of credit, the line of credit, all right? So you have PNC Bank, right? So if you have a PNC Bank, where I'm at, they have PNC Bank. And so with PNC Bank, when you have a business, open up a business checking account, you can possibly get a line of credit and business credit card with no hard pull on the credit, okay? With no hard pull on the credit. This is a Silverado, which is nice. So, and the interesting thing about it, so with PNC Bank, and you don't have to worry about showing proof of income. So it also depends on your credit. That's one thing about it. Now this pearl white, this is nice here. This pearl white is nice here, all right? So also depends on your credit. How much is this one? That one's 77. And it's funny because this here truck, all they mainly doing to mark it up $10,000. Some people pay that, you know, but I don't think I want to pay that much for a truck, you know. But hey, it is what it is for those that like it, you know. But nonetheless, moving forward, like I said, you have a PNC Bank Experian FICO 9, all right? Now, a lot of people, they like Navy Federal, all right? And it also depends on when you're trying to get a line of credit for the business. Now, some people may ask, Houston, can I do this with a personal line of credit? Absolutely. Absolutely. You can do it with a personal line of credit. Use that personal line of credit and pay all your bills, buy your truck, pay all your bills and stuff. As long as you're paying that money back to the line of credit, you always have access to it. Again, I'm teaching you guys to where you almost become your own bank and you're not worried about, you take the leverage off of your credit, the stress off of your credit. Okay, so this is 69. That ain't bad. But here's the thing about it. So you have PNC Bank, then you have Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo, again, is a FICO 9, right? Now here's the thing about it. With these 0% credit cards, like with PNC, they offer a 0% credit card, right? And so that 0% credit card is only for 13 months, which is not bad, right? So you comparing, if you max out that 0% credit card, yes, that hurts your utilization. However, when you pay it back down, again, the more money you continue paying it back down, now not only are you gonna get your utilization back down, but at the same time, you're starting to build the credit up to get a higher limit, okay? So the estimated vehicle price, total vehicle price is $60,000. This is what Car Edge, if you all look at Car Edge, and they're talking about all this extra stuff. So this is $5,000 in options here. So you're about $7,000. So destination charge, they charge you a destination fee of almost $2,000 on this. This is what Car Edge was saying about being careful about getting ripped off, because see, they have the standard vehicle price, then they have the total vehicle price, all right? So they done added on $5,000 of optional stuff. If you don't need it, you don't need it. And asking them, you have to ask them, hey, what is this $5,000 of extra stuff, right? And they supposed to give you an itemization of all the extra stuff. And then I'm gonna teach you some game right quick. So then that $5,000 of extra stuff, you should say, hey, what did you pay for that itemization of extra stuff? And you can negotiate telling them you want that price that they paid for this extra stuff that they done added on, okay? So that way you don't get screwed over, all right? So that's just a little game I learned from Car Edge, all right? So when you negotiate, but like I say, your biggest negotiation, especially in a market like this, car dealership, they make money off of financing, right? But the one thing that guy said, and he was very transparent, he said they do not do any financing. It depends on your bank. So wait a minute. If it depends on my bank, then if I'm the bank, guess what? I'm not charging myself interest. So this is another one of those total options. Another almost 3,400. Here is a standard vehicle price is 51. Then extra options brings it up to 56. See what I mean? A lot of people are not paying attention to this. And so they have a sale going on this. You can see the sign says 10-day sale or whatever. But at the same time, we need to know this stuff. When we're buying a car, we need to know this stuff. But back to the financing aspect of it. All right, so with Wells Fargo, a FICO 9, right? Now here's the thing about it. With Wells Fargo, they have the active cash and the active reflect. Now their active reflect is the one I just got. 21%, okay? 21% 1%, 21 months, 0% for 21 months on interest and purchases on balance transfer. Plus, here's the thing about it with Wells Fargo I like about this card. They send you these things called super checks. Now, again, with the super checks, what ends up happening, you can liquidate that super check over into your own bank account. So say that they give you $35,000, $40,000 credit card, okay? You're able to take that, liquidate that money. Like I said, some people are like, well, I'll buy real estate, but we're not talking about real estate now. We're talking about buying vehicles, buying a fleet of vehicles, the strategy to buy a fleet of vehicles, right? So as you can see here, like $65,000, then they're charging you almost $11,000, almost total extra options, almost $11,000. That's what I'm saying, people. Be careful of that. But like I said, with the Amazon Flex, all right, Flex, Active Cash or Flex, one of them, like I said, it's 21 months, and they give you the super checks, okay? Now, you taking that cash, putting it into your bank account. Now, here's another strategy. Put it into your business bank account. If you can survive at least 90 days, putting it into your business bank account, I'm telling you, your bank is going to give you more money. They're going to give you more money because you managed to put them a large lump sum of money into a bank account, and now they are able to loan it out. For every dollar you put in, they're able to loan out 10, right? So now they're going to increase your credit rating, your business bank rating. This is something I continue to tell people about the game, the strategy game, all right? And like I said, there's a lot of people out there talking business credit and all this stuff. But again, I don't know how for detail they go into it, but I know I've been in this game a long time, and I learned a lot, all right? That being said, let's continue on, okay? So also, Wells Fargo, they have the business line of credit. Now, the type of business line of credit you get as a new business, you want to go after the business line of credit that is the, the one that's called the Advantage, all right? That's the one you want to go after, the one that's called the Advantage business line of credit. Now, with the Advantage business line of credit, with that one, that's from with the Advantage, goes from 5,000 up to 50,000, but you have to have a 680 credit score, right? Again, guess what Wells Fargo would do? They would give you super checks on that as well. With that advanced business line of credit, like I said, talking about money with no interest. That's what you want. You want to be able to have access to money with no interest. All right. And like I said, you don't have to be in business for 2 years to get these lines of credit from those institutions. Now, you also have American Express. Now, with American Express, of course, they're FICO 8. They're usually pulling your Experian. If you're not a member, what ends up, they'll pull your Experian and TransUnion. Sometimes you can lock your TransUnion. They'll just pull your Experian, right? Okay, I like this here. This is a Silverado 15 crew cab. But at the same time, with American Express, again, all they want you to be in business at least a year, okay? And revenue is about $3,000. However, here's the thing about it. Even on their business credit cards, the best business credit cards, I continue to tell you, people think about American Express, Platinum, and Gold. Look, you're looking for money you don't have to pay interest on. So the card you want to go for is American Express Blue. All right, if I'm doing a good job of explaining this so you all can pick up some game, then let me know. So that's 67. That's 56 here. So they, again, a $10,000 markup. People, they're showing you the different numbers. Where you're thinking like, oh, this is a good deal. No, they're marking this stuff up with extras you probably don't need, and you can ask them to take it off. And you can still get the truck, right? Because right now, the truck industry is hurting. Better yet, the car industry is hurting. Banks don't want to give loans. People don't have the cash to buy them. So Who's at a better advantage? The person that comes in with cash and say, hey, I want to buy this here cash out the door, or the person that can get finance? Trust me, they'll rather sell you that vehicle with cash out the door. All right. That being said, so American Express, FICO 8. Now, a good thing about it, with their lines of credit with American Express lines of credit, they go from 2,000 up to 250,000. Now, you have to have a 660 credit score for this. Now, they got 612, and I think it's 612 and 24 months, and depends on the amount of money you use and stuff like that. Like this here is the Colorado all-wheel drive Z71. See, 39 here, 42 here. They done added on 14, about 14. Okay, so about almost $1,500 that they done added on. But this is a nice truck. This is what I'm talking about. Getting something that you know that you and your family is comfortable with, you enjoying it, or whatever, your family's enjoying it. And this ain't bad. This is not bad here. So the all black, my colors, because I don't want a white truck. I want a truck with that like a metallic. I don't want an SUV. I want something like this red, like this here red color over here. So now that you guys see that this is definitely a different game changer, because again, like I said, with that line of credit, well, there's 0% credit cards that you can liquidate, even like PenFed. So PenFed, check this out. Most people may not know this. I always tell people, you gotta pay attention to the credit card you go after. The credit card you go after really makes a difference. So PenFed Gold Card, all right? Now, people know that you can get the Gold Card with a 620, 640 with PenFed, all right? But in terms of liquidating that card, all the PenFed credit cards you can liquidate with no cash advance fee. That's right, no cash advance fee, right? So you're not doing a cash advance liquidating that card. But the card you want is the PenFed Gold credit card, all right? And then taking that money and using it for your truck purchase or car purchase and stuff like that, all right? So, like I said, just giving you all some game. Now, you have U.S. Bank. Let's talk about U.S. Bank. What does U.S. Bank have to offer that's exciting? U.S. Bank has the U.S. Bank Platinum, okay? And here's the killer part. You can use the same inquiry on U.S. Bank to get a business credit card as well as a personal credit card. Now, one thing I want to tell you guys that a lot of people make the mistake of. They have marriages, they have spouses and stuff, and they're too selfish to even build their spouse's credit. Most men, they don't want to build their wife's credit file up to where they can have access to an extra 150, 200,000. And I think that's the stupidest thing you can do. If my wife, I've been married almost 20 years. Why would I not build my wife up her own separate credit file? So that way, if I need an extra couple $1,000, couple $100,000, why would I not do that? Because that way, again, setting yourself up as the own bank. Now, when my kids need money and stuff, guess what? Or they want a new car, guess what? They're not going to no bank. You know, I have the banks established, how the company's set up and stuff like that. But we're the bank. We're our own bank. We're Mac Miller Institute, Financial Institute. That's who we are. And that's what you all should position yourself to want to be. A financial institute of your own, leveraging other people's money, but you have to do it the right way, all right? So with U.S. Bank, they have the business credit card, the Platinum business credit card, up to 18 months, 0%. Now, they also give you checks to liquidate. Man, trust me, U.S. Bank, since I've been dealing with U.S. Bank, I have raised over $200,000 with U.S. Bank. With U.S. Bank alone. And because I manage my credit and I take care of my credit and stuff. They said to me, hey, use our money, 0%. 0% for 18 months. Who else is going to do that? Where are you going to get that at? And it's because they trust you. You bank with them, you make deposits and stuff. That's the reason they trust you. All right? Now, I got to get ready to hit the road because I know my wife like, where are they at? You know, but at the same time, I just wanted to bring this video to you. This is a different level of the game. So guys, if I'm doing a good job and you like this video, you know, put a comment below. Let me know. Would you share my videos? Help me out. You know, give me a thumbs up, comment. Let me know. I really appreciate it. And if you have any questions about business credit financing, personal credit financing, or removing negative items off of the credit, click the link in the description. Thank you.